Breathe better and sleep deeper with the Levoit Classic 160 Top Fill Humidifier. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to get your Levoit Top Fill Humidifier on Amazon today and enjoy a healthier, more comfortable home. Welcome to Tank Talk Updates, where we dive into the latest news and updates from the world of Shark Tank. Today, we're talking about a fascinating episode that caught our attention. And that's the story of Blaine Anderson, a dating coach who pitched her startup on the show. Blaine Anderson is the CEO of Dating by Blaine, an online course platform that offers advice and one-on-one teaching sessions to men about various aspects of dating. She's gained over 700,000 followers on Instagram, which says a lot about the demand for her services. But what's even more impressive is how she ended up pitching her business on Shark Tank. According to Blaine, it all started when a producer reached out to her in early 2023 after reading about Dating by Blaine in a newspaper article. She agreed to chat with tempered excitement because, as she mentioned, selling digital products and services requires little working capital. But what you might be surprised to learn is that she had to go through an entire process of paperwork, including bank statements, before being invited to Los Angeles to film. Now, we all know how intense it can get on Shark Tank, but Blaine puts it into perspective. I'm nervous AAF and black out most of filming. And while Michael Rubin was not interested in her business, Kevin O'Leary showed some interest. But the real twist is that Barbara Corcoran stepped in and helped Blaine reach a deal with Mark Cuban. For those who might be new to Shark Tank, let's break down what happened next. Blaine asked for $100,000 in exchange for 2% of her company, valuing it at $5 million. The Sharks were intrigued by her pitch, but things got more complicated when she couldn't break down her revenues from different products or say how many classes she'd sold. Guest shark Michael Rubin quickly dropped out, and Kevin O'Leary showed interest, but Blaine had her eye firmly on Cuban. And that's where the story gets even more interesting. Barbara Corcoran helped her reach a deal with Mark Cuban, which would give him 10% of the business for $100,000, valuing it at $1 million. Blaine wrote on X that after filming, she was directed to a private room where a psychologist checked on her. She described it as a nice touch from the studio, showing how thoughtful and kind everyone working on the show is. But here's the thing. Blaine's deal with Cuban ultimately fell through because she realized having an outside investor would make her life harder. Blaine said that despite spending tens of thousands of dollars on legal fees plus months of her focus hoping to make things work, she couldn't close the deal. And it's not all bad news. Mark Cuban ended up being down-to-earth and easy to work with, according to Blaine. She also praised him for caring about his entrepreneurs and being super smart and funny. In conclusion, on Tank Talk Updates, we love diving into stories like this one. From the highs of landing a shark's interest to the lows of ultimately not closing the deal, it's all part of what makes Shark Tank so thrilling. And if you're wondering how Blaine plans to move forward with Dating by Blaine, only time will tell.